Agreed wholeheartedly, but Ted, let me tell you, it's the second most competitive game, 1991.
Okay, that's one. As Derek Queen gets us. Ian Jackson has been a standout all week. Couldn't finish there. Queen with the putback and one.
Machine this year. It's been a double-double all season long for Montverde. He's a below-the-rim guy, but he's highly productive.
He's another one of those guys, PB, going to Montverde, playing for Kevin Boyle, who got their ability. He can do that.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Maybe in this game, but not in Maryland.
Trey Johnson, maybe the best pure scorer in the class. The future Texas Longhorn puts the West on the board. And Dallas headed to Texas. Now Bailey, number 2 player in the class, knocks it down for 2.
Ace Bailey going off the bounce. You see the ball handling ability, but more importantly, the footwork to use that 6'9" front.
See the footwork, the elevation, the length and the size to make jump shots.
Johnson the kick out to Dylan Harper for the triple. Son of the 5-time NBA.
Pleasure. The kick out 3 to Dylan Harper. He has his feet set. This young man is a purist in the academy. Did a great job with him on the defensive end and as a playmaker.
Here comes Harper on the break for the West. Feeding Bidunga for the throwdown.
He's the assist, the scoring, and the defense.
And Jalil Bethia, considered one of the best shooters in the class of 20.
He wasn't happy about the fact that Trey Johnson locked him up on a previous possession.
Oh, Dylan Harper can fly.
Him and Ace Bailey next year at Rutgers, the rack is going to be shaken.
It's already a great place to watch a game. Can you imagine now with 2 of the top 3 recruits in the country as Queen?
To get into the hands of Ace Bailey. However, the beautiful dime by Dylan Harper to Bidunga with the one. Dylan Harper had the next possession coming down the floor.
Here's Bailey against Flag. And nice feed by Bailey and Bidunga.
Big time for Bill Self.
There's another gentleman who played a lot of his career in this building also, who soccer created some great footwork by the name of Akeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Absolutely, as Bryson took. Here comes Darion Reed, the Augusta, Georgia native. 8th ranked player in the class going to Bama. And Reed does it himself. John Well, Boogie Fland. Has got Reed checked.
Will be a nice matchup watching these guys in the perimeter, but this is where he's really going to have to improve from the standpoint of being able to get the job done on the block.
Quains just took it away from him. Feeds his future college teammate, Boogie Fland.
Beckers and UConn, that is elite must-see TV. And of course, the most dominant team in the country, South Carolina, will be in the night.
Remains committed to Washington at the moment, despite the coaching change. And now, Carter Knox with the...
One of the 2 moms that coached their children also. She coached Cooper with Maine United, and of course we know Maria Harper coaches
Maine. Population 3,000. And when you see 32 in the blue, you're looking at maybe the #1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Dylan Harper might have... Oh, Ian Jackson got blocked by the rim. 4-on-1 for the West. And VJ Edgecombe hit.
Transition.
But look up how
it's a give and go. That's what it turns into.
Get it back, absolutely.
For
and
all
VJ
those,
knew.
yeah, for all those young players out there, give it up, run the floor, get it back.
But VJ knew absolutely once he gave it up.
Rival got his shot blocked, and Harper is there at the other end, rising up.
How about the play by VJ Edgecombe, the block shot, and then repaying his teammate who just threw him the lob with the kick ahead for the easy dunk.
Big improvement in his game, VJ Edgecombe, the ability to be a playmaker.
Cooper Flag drills the triple.
And for all those who say, well, Cooper Flag really can't shoot.
Large jump in his ability from the outside in the last 12 months alone.
Ian Jackson, election. Oh, Cooper Flag sends him to his own bench.
Summer where he had 10 blocks. He loves to come from the weak side. Look at that big paw from Maine.
And that is defensively the dime right there. Turning defense.
This week, it's the jumper, but an offensive board for the West. Harper over Bethia. Yes, and the foul.
Phone call. And he was with one of his teammates playing around as we see him to contact and the finish. He got a phone call and his entire mood changed.
At UNO, the University of New Orleans. from Bethea. Johnson, pull-up three, give it to him.
He has an NBA
All-American game, staying in front of one of the faster guards in the country.
Steve Piper told me now he could be a switch defender big time. Watch out.
Dylan Harper dropping the anvil again. It was set up by another.
Burns when it comes to being double teamed, and that's one of the things that puts you in such a predicament when you're playing against Montverde. Do you double team him and leave guys like Liam McNeely open for opportunities?
Crafty. Look at that step back, puts you to sleep, little shake and bake, drills it from deep. You know he can walk to Yankee Stadium. He's going up.
And especially when you got a name like Boogie and you're from the Bronx, you got to be the Boogie down Bronx. You got to love the Yankees.
And Flint's got another three.
Scoring and rebounding. His footwork for his size is amazing. Look at that, another pick.
Boy, he's had a couple of those. Ahead to Boogie, who can boogie to the rim.
Driving it, but look at Derek Queen and the great hands once again, and then the pass to get out the Boogie out to give me Boogie Flan.
Decommitted from USC today following Andy Enfield's move to SMU. Carter Knox. Got Carter Bryant off his feet, and Queen puts it home in the second half. Flag the turnaround, no. Offensive board by Queen, and there is Ian Jackson curling.
Right now in that top 10. That speaks volumes to his work ethic.
Now the lob, and it went in. Did Flag even get a piece of that? He might. Best hands at the table.
I see that. Ted jumping up quick.
East with it three here. Jackson for the tie. Jaden Quaintance, 16 years old, headed to Kentucky, puts it back in.
Well, look, opportunity on that possession for the East to regain the lead. We always had the feeling this would be competitive, and the East coming out in this second half, making it very competitive.
Trey Johnson with the swish. He's in like John Wall.
You see that point guard setup right there? See, that's why you should let me catch the basketball, Ted, so I could get it to you.
You're the lead guard, like Dickie V called you.
There you go.
Donnie Freeman. No.
And block shots.
We'll see Freeman later this week at Chipotle Nationals as we crown a high school basketball national champ. Dylan Harper's feeling it. A triple for the top point guard in the.
Dylan Harper getting out and getting into his bag. Up to 16 points for number 2. And
Megan, thank you. I'm loving the shirt too for Ramika. That was made pretty quickly as Derek Queen scores again inside. That picture.
We got a t-shirt of you grabbing the ball right now.
No one wants that.
Your wife does.
Carter Bryant. Flag the kick. Jackson trying to shake Trent Perry. And Bryant might have affected the shot. Derek Queen, yes, Queen.
That play right there, that's something that he was able to develop by getting himself into much better shape at Montverde. He wasn't doing that before he made the trip.
Look out, clear the runway for Captain Jackson.
In Chapel Thrill, simply based upon his speed, his ability to attack the basket, going alongside, of course, Posting Elliott Cadeau.
Now it's Cooper Flag's turn.
Well, we got a Carolina guy attacking the basket. Now we've got a Duke.
On class, they have a class of 5 outstanding players, and Carolina top 10 class as well.
With an 8-0 run, the East has the lead, down by as many as 18 in the first half. Knox with the finger.
He gets out in the open court. It's over.
Headed to game. John Bull is. Here's Flan for three. Bullseye.
Picking up where he left off to end the first half. Numbers make it 13 points now for Boogie.
All his shots tonight have come in rhythm, whether it's off the bounce or off the catch. Like to see the East get Liam McNeely a couple of shots. The best shooter in the gym.
How about Trent? Good look. Perry. Reed for the tip-in.
Thus far, I think God's doing a great job of taking care of their opportunities.
Oh, John Bull!
The Chipotle Nationals as the #1 seed. He has been the most important player for Kevin Boyle this year.
Yeah, shout out to my young fella Jace, who, along with Compton, we see meant to do that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
PB talked about the basketball IQ.
It's really high with this group. The talent, the IQ, and athleticism.
Donnie Freeman, splash!
And a soft shooting touch, knocking down the 3 ball at the third quarter buzzer to build the lead to 4 for the West.
trotting back on defense. We need to be the aggressors. We need to be the ones getting out and getting transition buckets.
Oh, instead, it's Ace
in the air. However, Cooper's recovery time is elite defensively, getting the hand on the basketball. And when you talk about elite, how about Ace Bailey, the second jump, tracking that down.
Jay Edgecombe couldn't finish. And back to Quaintance for the jam. Bailey the other way.
That's my point. The teams have gotten back on defense in this game. You don't see that a lot in all-star games.
Oh.
It speaks to their competitive nature.
Trey! Black hole.
The class for Texas coming in next year by Rodney Terry. It's a top 10 class. It's got Cam Scott, Nick Cody as well, with Trey Johnson.
And Flag rips it down for the East, the #1 player in the nation. Ahead to his high school teammate, Queen. 2 more for Derek Queen.
He throws it right over the top. Look at that catch. That's with the left hand and then the ability to be able to gather himself and finish over the shot block.
No question about it. How about 2 dribbles, the hit ahead. He puts it only where Derek Queen could get it.
The Baylor to Johnson. Edgecombe the offensive board. Oh, Trey Johnson with
off my lawn.
Well, give this Sports Center top 10. Trey Johnson dunking.
Buddy, Powell the steal.
Smart play by Drake Powell right there.
And Jackson banks it home. Queen, the line. Ian Jackson with the flush.
When Derek Queen catches the ball, he goes slow and under control.
Look out! VJ Edge flag. Blocked by Harper. Jackson for the lead. Yes!
He's been draining triples.
Talked to them yesterday about trying to see if they could produce what we saw last season.
Oh, Harper thought about the lob instead. He flips it in himself. Oh, that just melts your heart as a Boston guy.
What else would you watch in New England?
Oh, Edgecombe goes reverse.
You know, we have one with the basketball in his hands right now, Dylan Harper. But in all honesty, there are at least 3 on the West right now.
Great pass to beat Dunga, and he smashes.
Dylan Harper off the pick and roll. He waits on it. He's slow to receive it. Surveys, negotiates 2, drops it down. Bidunga, tough the Bahamas, so his parents wouldn't have to pay for college. He met Anthony Ricks from Southeast Basketball Elite. Ended up at Lehigh.
A little different though. A little more money on the floor out there, even though some of these guys got some pretty high-level NIL deals coming.
Look at the way they're running their actions. The ball's moving side to side. Players are moving. And finish.
Jackson puts it in.
Type center for Maryland. There it is.
And Queen with the quick hands again. And Derek Queen finishes.
Not because of all he's done offensively, but defensively as well. Great hands and an even better decision to finish it off.
That doesn't drop. East up 3, nearing the final minute. Johnson for the tie. He hits the bullseye again.
You consider all these guys highly ranked and needing attention, but how well they played and shared the basketball.
Queen, no. Fland, yes.
Throw it in the front court. If there's a foul, try to go in the act of shooting.
More foul to give for the East here. Johnson for the win. Off target. And the game is over. The game in the hands of Trey Johnson.